What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you how to stretch your New Era 5950 hats, because I know I have plenty of baseball, football hats that run just a little too small, even though you get the same exact size that you're supposed to have that fits you correctly most of the time, but you always get that hat that just is a little too tight. Well, this hat stretcher right here from Amazon comes in a box that looks like this, is a lifesaver. Now, what I have tested out, you can go one size under and pretty much save a hat. It just takes a little more work. You're gonna have to steam and stretch probably 5 to 10 times depending how much you need to stretch out the hat. But if you have a hat, let's say you wear 7 1/4 like I do, that needs just to stretch out just a little bit before it doesn't really hurt your head when you put it on, this thing can pretty much fix your hat in about 30 minutes. Now, I've already done this hat once and it fits pretty well right now, but I want it just a little bit looser. That way I can put it on just days I have headaches or anything. It doesn't feel it at all, because I like when hats fit well, but you don't really feel them, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna do one little minor stretch, and the box says to let your hat cool from 20 to 30 minutes. Now, that's what I would kind of do. I'd let it sit from like 10 to 25 depending, and then I'd re-steam on the hats that I was steaming multiple times. But for this one, I think I'm gonna just steam it once, and then I'm gonna let it sit all day. Because believe it or not, the moisture from the steam actually stays in your hat a lot longer than what you think. So kind of the trap I was falling into was I'd steam them, stretch them, and then I'd put them on. Oh, they feel great. You feel a little moisture from the steam, and they feel great, you know, if it's perfect and you think it's all salt, but then you put your hat back in your closet or wherever you put it, and then you put it on next time and it kind of went back. It stretched, but it didn't stretch to the exact size that you want it to, which was actually my fault. I should have let the hat stay in the stretcher longer, but I didn't. But hey, I learned a lesson I'm telling you here today. So it's pretty simple. You put your hat in this thing after you steam it. I got the water heating up right now, so we'll try to keep this as a pretty short, simple video. But this is, I believe, $15 on Amazon. You probably could actually make one. It just looks like a giant screw with wood and a device to tighten it. That's all it is. But it's 15 bucks on Amazon. I thought it was worth it. If I could save just my favorite hats that I have in my closet. Every New Era hat is so dang expensive, so I figured if I could save at least 3 of my hats that I wanted to save, it was more than worth it, because this Expos hat is a faux 1994 World Series hat, because 1994 was actually the strike year in Major League Baseball, if you didn't know, but the Expos were the best team in baseball that year before the strike happened. But I actually got this one for Christmas last year, and I haven't been able to wear it because it was so dang tight. All right, real quick, I took my hat off. As you can see how that band is still just a little too tight on my head. I just put that on maybe 8 minutes ago to film that intro, and I wore it to walk out the garage and walk back. It's just a little too tight. It just needs a little bit more of a stretch and it will be perfect. So all you want to do is simply just put the hat on top of a pot like this and let it sit for a few minutes. The hat will get nice and malleable and it'll be perfect. Just sometimes it takes a second. There you go. That's all you got to do. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. I let this hat steam. I know you can't tell, but it's definitely been steamed. It's hot. It's ready to go. So you just simply just put this bad boy in the hat like this. So like that, and you just start twisting right in the center. Now, if you're doing a super stretch, as I'll call it, so if you're trying to revive, say, a hat that's one full size under what you wear, you're gonna need some pliers, because you see right there, that's from wrenching on it, because dang it, you're gonna need some tension to stretch out a hat that's, say, 7 1/8 and you wear 7 1/4. So I'm gonna give this a good stretch, because I want this hat to fit right, but I don't want to mess with it anymore. Also be careful too, when I was doing this, I don't know, like 4 different hats in one day, I actually cut my fingers. Not from the thing itself, it's not sharp, but just from wrenching so hard. It's like when you put on the monkey bars as a kid and you get blisters. It's kind of what happened to me, so just be careful. All right, I think that's pretty much good on this one. Like I said, I want to make sure I get it stretched. I want to make sure it fits. I think I'm gonna go to the max this time. I'm gonna let it sit pretty much all day. So you see the tension on it right here, and that's pretty much the hat stretcher. And that's what it looks like on top. That's what it looks like on the inside. Apparently, from the directions, it says to leave your hats like this after you steam them and then you stretch them, because you don't want the bill to get messed up, because if you flip the other way, the bill is malleable since it's warm. It can flatten or do something stupid you don't want it to do. So you set it like this and make sure the crown's pretty straight, as straight as you want it to be. And just leave it like this, like the directions say, for 20 to 30 minutes. But if you want to do my strategy, I'm gonna leave it all day to make sure that all the moisture is kind of soaked out of it and it's stretched while soaking out the moisture, because like I said, it's just a little too tight still, and I want to make sure it gets perfect because I don't want to worry about this hat anymore when I go to put it on. It's a little too tight. Now I'm going to do it with this hat, and I have a couple more hats I'm going to do over the next couple days, but this is the hat. This is the final result. This is what it looks like when it's stretched, and it should fit perfectly on your head after you let it stretch just a little bit. Like I said, for just a quick fix, if you need to do this real quick to wear this hat for a certain reason, it'll be perfect. You probably could take it out in the next 5 minutes and it'd fit great for the day. But if you want to make sure that it's permanent, let it sit for at least 30 minutes to an hour. That's what I would suggest. But I'm gonna let it sit all day. That's it from my experiences. I'm gonna make sure it gets the perfect stretch for my head, and that's it. All right, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helps someone out that needs to stretch out their New Era 59Fifty hat. Hopefully this video ended up being pretty quick too. That was my dog. If you have any questions on the process of this, make sure to leave a comment down below. I'll try to help out anyone that I can. It's really simple, just trial and error. Just keep doing it. The hat will stretch eventually. It's kind of what I've learned. And that's pretty much it. So if you liked the video, please thumbs it up and subscribe to the channel. That's also appreciated. But until next time guys, everyone have a great day. Thanks for watching.